All right, I'm unmuted. Where's Mitch? There's a good picture of Mitch playing his blueberry burst. You're muted, Mitch. Unmute.
I know.
There you
I
go.
muted myself.
There you
Hello,
go.
everybody.
Good evening, folks. It's Hugh Caldwell. Hey, Hugh.
Roll call.
Dan in New Jersey. Hey, Dan. Gary and Zach and D-Tube have been in there first. Hey, guys. And,
happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Tuesday. So, just doing the old. I'll still say cheers, but it's just iced tea today, boys. I'm very wired out over this goddamn house we're trying to buy down by the beach.
Very stressful.
I'm stressed out, major league, and the bottom of underneath the house has to be I can't even. Why can't I remember that name? Where they take all the old insulation out, put up the new insulation and a vapor barrier and a dehumidifier underneath the house. My God, what an operate! Thousands of dollars too. Did not hear from the real estate agent today like I was supposed to. And then I didn't even know. My neighbor told the neighbor, we met one of the neighbors and the husband and wife, and she told my wife that it's like a pond out in the front yard when it rains. It's like, I don't want to live on Lake Selbyville. I want to live in Selbyville. Anyway, stay tuned.
It's stressful. I remember. I was just worried about an inspection. What are they going to find wrong?
Everything was pretty good. I mean, there were a couple things up around the gutters and the soffit or whatever you call it around the roof, and a couple issues. But that's nothing. You call somebody to come in, they fix that.
My biggest thing was I had to put a new furnace in, but we got a good price on like $4,500 for a furnace.
You had to in the radon thing, right?
And the radon was like $1,000. So there was just some minor stuff. Hey, Rick.
And there's Rick. Hey, Rick, you just came in. Did you hear me? I haven't heard anything. Well, I did a spur of the moment stream. What, Sunday night?
Was it
Sunday?
Or was it last? Yeah. Or was it last
Sunday night? No, it wasn't last night. Sunday night, and I told the guy, 5 or 6 people were there. I think Rick was there, and Rick, how's your Les Paul? Have you got the issue squared away, or are you still waiting? Or
he's got a classic. I think I asked him today.
I know he likes the way it sounds, and it looks great. Sounds good, but
moving. See, I originally got the classic.
Like getting a used car. Moving's like getting a used car.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I guess you're kind of like, you're right. It's a used house, Same thing.
I originally had my classic, and I just couldn't fall in love with it, and I took it back. I mean, it could have been set up better, and it would have been fine, but there was these imperfections. I could see paint on the binding, and it kind of.
What color was that? Burgundy.
Red. Yeah, burgundy red or something like that, and I could see red paint on the binding.
Vaguely remember. There's Jamal Kareem. Hey, Jamal Kareem.
Hey, Jamal.
Jamal, did I see it? I don't know. I don't know what chat I was watching. Maybe I think it was Rick, 6-string Brian's. I was watching the replay. Jamal, you got a lot of guitars. You got a lot of nice guitar. I didn't say guitar. I don't know how many guitars you got, but the number, I don't want to spout out your business to everybody, but the monetary value of guitars that you have is very huge. God bless you, man. That's very cool. But thanks for stopping by, Jamal. Anybody else come in? Not that I don't see anybody. We got about 10 minutes.
See, I think I have too many. 7's too many. I mean, I've been playing my Les Paul, it seems like, for 3 months now.
Well, I'm trimming it down, but I'm trying just for the finance. Not that we have any problem whatsoever with the finance. Believe me, the financing is the easiest part of this whole thing. But I'm trying not to charge anything or buy anything online.
Right.
Janice, hi, Janice. Are you cooking, Janice? What's for dinner tonight, darling?
Yeah. I had a turkey's.
And for you later comers, again,
I had a chicken sandwich from McDonald's. They put one by accident. My wife was there, so I ate it. So I won't eat anything later on.
So cheat mildly, in moderation.
Well, I mean,
dude,
it's fine if I don't eat anything else. Usually I usually eat 2 slices of wheat bread today. a day,
Oh
right?
my
On my Don, you don't have any idea what it was.
I can't fathom it, dude. I can't fathom it.
You have no idea what it is about because
No, I
you
don't.
can't
But
gain weight, so you have no idea.
I have a ridiculous. I have a turkey neck and a ridiculous metabolism.
Hey, Blackjack, and
Hey, Blackjack
so
Guitar.
I got to
What's up,
stay
man?
within a certain amount of calories. But even so, I'm not even what I did today, and I'm probably still not eating quite enough.
Yeah, I'm so wired out of this. I can't drink. Maybe I might drink later. I might take some medicine later to help me go to sleep.
You know what I used to take? I would take
It's my friend's medicine,
Benadryl
but
helps me more than anything, and it's not addictive. But the stuff the doctors would give me, like they gave me Ambien before, that stuff was horrible. That stuff was, it would help, but I would have these vivid dreams. Some people sleepwalk. I just couldn't handle it. Hey, Larry,
there's Larry Large Guitars.
got 12 in here now. As you see, I did, let me put that picture back up.
Jamal, that's very cool. You've amassed that collection since 2000. That's 8 years, dude. That's impressive. It's cool you got into it. You need to do some videos, buddy.
See,
you're a better player. You're like Mitch. You probably don't think you're as good as you are.
This is the theme. I updated my Helix, right? And I got all those patches. Actually, I got it from, because I was looking at that website you had sent me. But what they did, they made it easier where you just install it. You download it and install it. And use one of my empty folders, put them in, bang, 59, whatever it was. And so it works.
Yeah, I had no problem doing. I did the update myself without even watching a video. That was easy. But the problem I have with the Helix.
Did you update the Helix edit too? You have to update the Helix edit. Don't forget
you do that first. You do that first. Okay. I know that. But the problem I have is that all the hoops you got to jump through to get the artist presets. One of the things on the update it's update 3.1 now on Helix, but
1.1.
3.11, right? Yes, so many updates. It's confusing. But at 3.0, they came out with a bunch of new artist presets where it's all configured for you by, Mitch. You sent me the list. There's a lot of cool people that did,
people on the internet. You would
like Pete Thorne did one, right?
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, I'd like to check that out. But you got to jump through a lot of hoops to
what I'm just trying to tell you,
whatever.
Don, what I'm telling you, it was a piece of cake. It's not.
All right. Well,
from that site you sent me, I was on that one anyway. They made it easier. You just download a set list, install it in one of your empty folders. You're done. That's it.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to help me do that because it didn't make any sense to me.
But now with this update, did it what it said? It said to reset. It never said to reset it before, right? I did that. I reset it before, which you hit your 7 and 8, 7, 8, I think 9 and 10, or the two middle buttons on the bottom. You hold that down while you turn it, when it's off, you turn it on, then it puts it back to the default settings. So with all the default presets were in there. So I lost all those ones I had, but I had backed it up, installed my thing, it worked fine, and then I downloaded the set list from the website with the new artist set list, and it works.
You make it sound very easy. However,
it was very easy.
For some reason, when I start doing these things, it's never easy.
They make it sound well. The one step was a little harder, but but the guy made it easier. He downloaded, he installed and downloaded the set list, and he put it up where you can download it and just install it. You don't have to. It makes it so much easier.
Right. Couple things. Rick Hefner, exactly my point. I wasn't going to say that, but that's basically what I'm talking about. And Hugh Caldwell has 31 guitars. He says, I have too many guitars, 31. Yes, sir, you have too many guitars at 31, but God bless you. I hope you play some. I hope like 25 and 26 get played every once in a while. They're going
31 guitars.
They're not feeling any love. The ones in the 20s, you probably play 1 through 10 and
see,
30,
at my
31.
age,
all those other ones are not getting any love. Give all those guitars love.
I got to turn off my. Well, anyway, this was going to be the theme. I'm going to play a little video. I put up kind of real quick and see if you guys can hear any difference. I mean, I didn't put a lot of.
Yeah, do it.
I'll do it in a little bit, but
Okay.
So let me.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Let me get that off of there.
Hey, Hugh, you should do a video. Do the Laurie's Mishmash thing and do it be a long video. Do a 31-minute video and jam for 1 minute over. Find a half-hour backing track or make your own if you have capabilities of making a backing track, or if you have a loop or just loop 3 chords or whatever, 4 chords, whatever. You do whatever you want, but play all 31 of them in one video, man. I'll watch that video.
Yeah,
that would be cool as shit.
You might have to do part 1, part 2, part 3.
There you go.
See, my thing is I only have 7, but I'm thinking I'm not going to be living long enough to give all my guitars the love and they deserve.
Well, in about 5 years when I graduate to video editing, the rate I'm going, I'd like to do a video where I'm, you see me playing leads on one guitar, and the next thing I'm playing leads to the same thing on a different guitar, and go down the lineup. I think that would be cool. But I don't know how to do video editing yet, so that ain't happening anytime.
Yeah, we don't have a ending, a show ending video. So so I'm playing around with stuff. I'm downloading some of your.
We should have an ending. We should have an ending.
Right. So I'm downloading some of your videos. Right. Trying to catch some of your funny stuff you were saying.
Right. Okay.
I'll get some of mine. But I got one when it wasn't too long ago. You were playing acoustic. I don't remember seeing that, but it wasn't that long.
I did a very lame version of Little Martha.
But
acoustic ugliness.
What kind of guitar is that?
It's an Ovation. It's an Ovation acoustic electric.
It sounded really good.
Then I had it going through a clean patch on the Helix with just no. Actually, I used the. What's cool about the Behringer mix, PA system that I have is it has built-in effects. Mm-hmm. Delay, reverb,
right.
Chorus, flange. It doesn't have any overdrive things, but so if you hook a microphone up to it, you can get a nice delayed. I wish I could sing because I could do cool video, but. Real quick, Mitch, Blackjack guitar, you came in a little late. We're not actually packing yet. We are packed. We're packing crap that we're getting rid of. It's unbelievable. We've been in this house 21 years, and we have so much crap that we're giving away to Goodwill. And I filled the truck up, went to Goodwill. They don't take donations on Monday and Tuesday. It's no wasted day. But we're about halfway packing up all the stuff that we're getting rid of. And we could have a massive yard sale, but A, not to brag, we don't need the money, and B, it's a pain in the ass. The problem with yard sales, we're on a main drag kind of, and people don't even let you get set up. You're trying to set up a yard sale, and how much is this? Well, we're not starting yet. Oh, well, I'm here. Can I? No, how much would you sell this for? How much would you sell? And it's like, Dwight just said hi to Blackjack Guitar, and he's still got it. Boy, I'll tell you that, I don't know what it is. I guess it's the BLK and Blackjack. I don't know.
Real quick, I don't know. Did you say Flyboy 65? Did you?
No,
I don't recognize him. And
he was in last week, I think. Flyboy.
Thanks for stopping by. And I just followed you on your channel.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And,
hey, Wolf, it's the dog pod. What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Oh, that was horrible.
You're doing that. I just watched your thing on that. When I go over to my friend Bill and Ann's, Zach said hi to Blackjack Guitar. He
just did it again. That's all right.
I got it. Another moderator. Somebody beat me to it. Good. Well, we got a lot of moderators. So that's cool. Good job, moderators.
Hey, Brian. Sorry I missed your show yesterday. Totally forgot. And you got I saw you got a 61 reissue, and is that a brand new one, or did you? I'm going to watch the video later on.
It's funny you got that, Brian, because that's what Mitch has been jonesing on here. We were almost met at Guitar Center yesterday for him to look at one if they had it, but
I get to it's. I think about the drive. Not that it's like 45 miles. It's not that.
I think what we should do is we should meet somewhere and go down to Chuck Levin's, dude.
Yeah,
I'll drive.
I'll drive. I kind of want to do that too.
And if you got to stop, we'll stop. But anyway, because I know you can deal down there. It's a cool store. It's very cool.
Well, they all should know. I mean, I know if I go online, like what you were telling us before the show started, they do knock, maybe 10 or 15%
Yeah,
off.
that's what I would do. Say,
Yeah.
look, you call up Sweetwater and you get it, you nail them on a price. Say, look, can you?
But now
I,
it's with the demand is low. I don't know if they're going
you
to.
tell them I'll get back to you tomorrow. You go to your local store
Right,
and you
right.
say, look, I can buy it from Sweetwater for this. Will you match their
Yeah,
price?
that's how I got the
Yeah.
Well, when I got the Telecaster, they said Guitar Center said they had them in stock. It was a good price. Then they told me they don't have them. I mean, they had what do you call it, demo ones with scratches on it and everything. Well, I don't want that. And anyway, I called Sweetwater. They gave me the same. Actually, they did even a little bit better price. So
You deleted message automatically held for you hidden by you hit him. Mitch,
no,
why'd you
I
hide
just
Brian's?
no, I deleted.
It said you hit it.
I meant to put it on so you could see it. I didn't.
Oh,
I
well, you
clicked the
clicked
wrong
the
thing.
wrong one.
Yeah.
So anyway, blackjack guitar 6. Brian tried to say hi to you. Brian, I watched some of it live last night, and then I watched a lot of the replay that I haven't finished. But very cool guitar. It sounded very good, and I'm glad you're feeling better, dude. I was so worried before. I never thought you had COVID. Because I think you would have mentioned that, but it's like I knew you were having
Hey,
issues, and
Brian S.
I'm glad you're on the rebound. Brian
And,
S.
and by coincidence, Brian, you had there was a picture of the SG on Facebook, but did you have one that you sold before, or am I looking at it wrong? Or the one you got, is it a 2018? Maybe I'm halfway mixed up here.
Yes, Extreme Brian. We need to know if you just. I think it's a brand new one. I think it's a new one.
Okay.
Doc, you don't
That's,
like the candy that Sweetwater gives you with the stuff? People like that. That's
hey,
that's their that's a staple of their thing. That's
a couple times I didn't get it right, Don. I think I told you. Then when we moved, because I would keep my boxes. Then we would move.
Mitch has a Sweetwater candy store.
So I had a box. I was tearing up
It's
some
a
of the
good one.
boxes, and I found the candy that I couldn't find originally when I first got one of my.
And he
I
ate
think I
it.
think I bought 3 guitars from him.
That's when you had gone off the wagon.
Okay, so you got a regular 6 and no custom shop one. I'm assuming you liked it because I'm going to watch the I'm going to be jonesing to watch that video after the show for sure. Your show.
It's funny because I almost called. Mitch has strange sleeping hours, which is fine. But I was almost text him and emailed him, this morning. And when he gets up, get ready, and
Actually,
let's go to Guitar Center today, because we were going to do it yesterday, but it didn't
yeah,
work
obviously
out.
too lazy.
And
But actually, what I was doing yesterday, I was doing the Helix versus the THR10X video, and I started around 7 o'clock, and I didn't get done until maybe 12 or 1 o'clock, for like a 5-minute video.
the dog paws practicing his anger management exercises, and
Hey, Nelson.
He's got it out of his system, and he's better now. Don't be punching the guy out for giving you candy. Hey, Nelson, what's happening, dude? Nelson, you're late, but I haven't heard anything about the house, what they're going to do underneath it and fix it. So Nelson was in the other night, Sunday night. So I'm on hold. But the bad thing is we might not get the house. The good thing is we're getting rid of a lot of crap that we don't need. So
Yeah.
if we ever find a place, or if we just go down there and rent a place until we find, it makes us get out of this place, empty this house out, get it cleaned up and painted and sellable, because there's like no houses in our neighborhood for sale. Our house is selling a week. It's we're very fortunate as to where we're with this real estate market. Next person that treats me like a liberal 12-year-old is going to be sorry. I think we need to get out of Texas and slap Doc around a little bit. You need to get your mind right, Doc. And for you latecomers, I'm just doing iced tea tonight. I'm too wired and stressed out over this house. But anybody else get any new equipment? Jones and the guy? How many we
No,
got, man? Let me see it. What this might be a good time to
22.
do your video. Yeah, let's do the video. That's about.
Okay, so
we're right around a peak.
all right, as we're alluding to in the beginning of the show, I updated the Helix and I got those artist patches that they put out. I think I came out in November or something. One of the anyway. So I got all that working, but what I did was, and it's not. I could have done a better job. I just did. I played some clean tones and some dirt
Cool.
on the THR10X and one on the Helix, and I tried to match, get as close as I could. I mean, I didn't make any existing patches. I didn't make any patches myself or anything, and I could have, but I didn't. And actually, I did like I probably did maybe like an hour's worth of stuff recording, but I only wound up like 4 minutes of stuff after I cut everything up. But I kept on starting over. I wanted to.
You don't do anything half-assed, dude. I give you that.
To me,
you
it
do
could be.
You do it right.
I didn't put any transitions in the middle. The only bad thing about DaVinci Resolve, the transitions, you can put transitions in the middle, but you have to cut part of it off, and I just didn't feel like messing with that. So, all right, let me see if I can. All right, now I got to remove that one here.
Oh, here we go. I'm going to mute and sit back and watch.
Right,
Take it over, Mitch. Take it, Mitch.
Yeah, you got a couple minutes. Let me mute.
All right, then I'll go back to the what? Christ, I muted and lost the chat. Here we go. Well done, Mitch. Well done.
Yeah, I mean,
Lefty Mike joined us. Hey, Lefty, and there's Guitar Hack. Hey, Hack. You just missed the comparison.
But my question is, did any one of them sound better than the other? I think they both sounded good to me.
I thought they both sounded very good, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. If I had like that TR, whatever the hell it is, TRHX or
10X, yeah,
10X, I'd never bought a Helix. Those were good sounds. I liked them. I like the Helix because there's so many things I can do with it. And,
this doesn't have nowhere near.
I'm still learning.
There's nowhere near the versatility. You can only do so much with a THR10X.
Right. You're limited, but what was the price difference? $1,300.
A lot. Yeah, $300.
$1,500.
Yeah, $300.
$1,300 versus $1,600, $1,500.
The THR10X was $300. Well, $200. I had a $100 discount.
You played very well during that too. You should do more. I wish you'd do more jam videos, but I need to get motivated. Hey, Paul Lou's in the house. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
And I think I said hi to Dwight, Hitman Dwight.
Now I could have been more scientific. Like did play the exact same thing on, which in my mind I wanted to do, but then I, just lost the process of how I was going to do it. But I should just play the same chords with the THR10X, then come back, do the same exact thing with the Helix, and you can get a better, but I didn't do it like that.
Hey, Doc, au contraire, dude, I think the sounds that Mitch got out of that thing sounded better than a toy.
I had them both hooked up.
Good.
They were both hooked up USB.
You didn't have any additional pedals hooked up to that, right?
I don't use any pedals.
Right. Well, Doc's saying you can get some good sounds, but by using the clean and using pedals, I don't think you need to use pedal. I don't know what you're looking for. If you're looking for some kind of high production, if you're going into the recording studio, you might not want to take a
you're just going to have people
THR10X, but for noodling around at the home and doing YouTube videos,
you're going to have your people that are just amp lovers, regardless.
Those are great. Those are good sounds, dude. Those are good.
Well, I mean, when I'm doing that, I've been doing that Led Zeppelin thing, and you can hear the feedback. Good. I'll never get the feedback in that Heartbreaker song that he's getting.
I wouldn't sit through the whole thing because you fall asleep. But I did a impromptu stream Sunday night. Mitch came on, and he hooked up his guitar, and he did some. You were doing it through the
See you later, Gary.
Through the Yamaha. Hey, Gary. Good night, buddy. You were playing some Led Zeppelin. You were playing it through the Yamaha, through the THR.
Yeah, I probably did both.
But I think you started out through it sounded good. We couldn't see you playing, but we could hear you. It sounded good. He sounded like he was getting his Jimmy Page on, man. Jimmy Page Heyman. It was good stuff. It was good.
I can't get it real. I'm just trying to flat pick everything, alternate pick everything.
And what I was thinking, later, how good that sounded without. I can't do that without a back. I would have to have the backing track to be able to do that, even if I knew all the notes to the solos that you were, pretty much covering. Well, but I'd have to have the backing track going to play it to. I can't just play that was very impressive, I thought.
I was going to do, if I kind of do want to put a thing up on it, right? And I would play, there's like several different layers when he's doing that second part when he's doing that one lead. And, I would use my backing track, I think, if I can get it right.
For you latecomers, I'm just doing iced tea tonight. And again, Hack, you're late. I forget who else just came in. But having issues with this place we thought we bought down at the beach, near the beach, not at the beach, near the beach. And it's like somebody said, was it Rick Hefner? Somebody said it's like buying a used car. It is. You're buying a used house, you're going to have issues. And do they want to spend money to make it right, or if not, we'll find another place.
I'm using all that stuff. I'm using the headset. I can't. It's still a little practice amp. I can't use the amp in that. I was using that the other day for actually when we were doing your show or something. Margaret had it on for like 2 seconds. Margaret came in here. I'm watching TV, and it's only a 10-watt amp, and how low could I turn it? And she's still complaining, my wife. The only time I can use an amp is when my wife's not in the house.
Well, it's not over yet, Hack, but it's not. I'd say at this point where we were like 95.5, we're done. Now we're about 50-50. And my real estate agent, I talked to him yesterday and I explained my concerns, and you got to let me know what's going on. I have heard nothing all day, and it's what time? 7:30. Let me check my phone in case I missed it. No, he still hasn't called or texted me. It's like,
Maybe
I would never
maybe,
do, like, I sold
maybe
cars.
no news is not good. I don't know.
I'm hoping no news is
other
good
way
news,
around.
but God damn it, keep me. And what it's doing to my wife is really pissing me off.
I mean,
Don't mess with my wife. I will F you up. Trust
don't
me.
worry about it, because
I might be 64,
if something falls through, you'll find another one. Don't worry about it. And like you said,
I
at the
still
very
think I'm a
least,
badass. What can I tell you?
the very least, you'll have your house cleaned out now. So
Yeah, Janice, we got an inspection, and see, the house is near the beach, and you probably know this because you're real close to the beach, and it's probably the same up there. 99% of the houses don't have any kind of basement or foundation. So this house was built in 1979. It's just over dirt. There's a crawl space underneath the house. All the insulation is ragged because there's a lot of moisture in there. Apparently, moisture comes in off the road. They got a ditch between your property and the actual road that we're on, with pipes under your part of the driveway that gets you to your house, and it's like a drainage ditch, kind of like in the front of your property. Well, apparently that overflows, and our front yard turns into a pond. According to the neighbor we talked to the other Friday, we went there for the inspection last Friday, and all the insulation is torn up and rotted out under the house. So they need to redo that. They need to put a vapor barrier and it's quite an extensive operation, and a dehumidifier. Otherwise, eventually the floor underneath is going to rot. It's just that's what happens. Moisture, darken, and it's not healthy. So now it's up to the seller. What did I ignore you? Did I ignore you? I was addressing.
no,
I was addressing the chat.
I haven't used it in a while. I forget.
Yeah,
I forgot.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's for in the future and coming up when I do. Rick, we can't do. Look, here's what we wanted. The things we wanted. I wanted especially a fireplace, but I could live without it. But this place has a fireplace. It's a small front porch, but it's got a front porch. I like having a front porch. It's got a little bit of property. It's about half an acre. And we can fence it in for the dog. There's no homeowners association fee, so we can do whatever we want. Okay. It's got plenty of room. It's got a room for me to have a music room. It's got room for my wife to have her sewing room. She does a lot of quilting. And so, makes a lot of cool stuff. And then it's got rooms for guests. But, it's got basically 4 bedrooms. 4 bedrooms, but one room is like really not a bedroom, but you could make it a bedroom, but that'll be probably my music. And it's got a bar, and it's perfect. It's perfect.
What are the hours? What are the hours on that bar? One time do they
24/7, baby. Don's bar is open 24/7. But we got, so I'll keep you, hopefully next Tuesday I'll have real good news for everybody.
What,
myself and my wife and everybody. What's that?
I could talk. I told you about my accident. I guess I did it on your show the other day. I had an accident. Remember, tripped over that.
Oh, do it.
My wife has on her side of the bed. She has like a little trunk, so that it's a cloth trunk on the outside, and so the dog can get in the bed because it's kind of high. And so the bathroom was on that side. Anyway, I came in from cutting the grass.
Just to say, everybody take a deep breath because this is very painful. What's coming up?
Yeah, I got shorts on. I can show you. Today.
You got to show that. You got to show it.
So I came in. I went to go to bed to wash my hands or something, and I tripped over that thing next to the bed, and I'm screaming like bloody murder, right on my sheet. The corner. I mean, I fell, and my head banged into her dresser on her side of the bed. And I'm screaming bloody murder. I mean, as my wife would say, I'm a lot of times melodramatic. But it did hurt really bad for 10 seconds. I thought I broke my shin.
Shins are worse than stubbing your big toe or your little toe. And so show it, Mitch. Show that, and this is 2 days later, so it's not as bad. But Sunday it looked bad Sunday. Yeah, we see it. So I don't want to top Mitch's story, but I'm going to tell my shin story.
Wait a minute. Margaret goes, should I call an ambulance? I said, no. Should I call an ambulance?
Oh, I broke my leg. I broke my leg.
I'm the only one probably in the family that never broke anything.
So I'm going to tell my shin story. Years ago, probably 30 years ago, maybe long. I don't know how long. Me and Janet we were married, and we decided to go roller skating. Let's go roller skating. So we probably had a couple drinks somewhere and then went roller skating, and we're having a blast. And Janet was taking a break, and off of the roller rink, they have these little benches that you sit on, and Janet's sitting on one of the benches. So she's just looking around, and I'm out skating. I can't ice skate worth diddly, but I'm a decent roller skater. I can't go backwards really, but I can go pretty fast and control myself on roller skates. So, I said, let me go check on Jen, and I came around and I came through the off of the roller thing at pretty good speed off of the roller floor onto the carpet, and I'm going pretty good. And I'm going to scare Janet because she's not looking at me. Well, I couldn't stop on the carpet, and my knee, both of my shins went into that little bench that she was sitting in. So I didn't do just one knee, I did both. I went boom and back, fell on my back, and I don't think I screamed or anything, but like I was stunned. And then it's like one of those delayed reaction things. The pain is excruciating on shins. Why are you muted, Mitch? You're muted.
Say you can't hear me breathe.
Well, I don't mind hearing you breathe. So there's Ryan from the Midwest. What's up, Ryan? Have you done your video yet, Ryan? I think I had the bell rung when I know I'm subbed to Ryan. See a video on that PRS. He's got one of the prettiest PRSs on YouTube. All right. Dogpot is like obsessed. He loves my Mesa Cab Clone IR. I can play my Tweed Basement silent direct into the computer with unlimited IR options. Beats any digital modeling for me, at least. Okay, well, there you go. How do you know? Do you have a Helix or a Kemper? Get one of the good ones and then tell me. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you, Doc.
I probably would like it. We probably would like it too, Don, if we did have something like that.
I'm sure we would, but I wouldn't know how to get that all direct anyway.
I mean, I dream about playing through I don't know nothing about Marshalls, but some Marshall tube amp or what's the other?
Let me tell you something.
EVH has some good tube amp. Or
I got no home. If we get this place in Selbyville, if we get this place, I will do this in within a year. I will buy. I'm not going to buy. I'm not paying Friedman all that extra money. I'm sure they have a better amp than a Marshall, but I want a Marshall, some kind of like. I don't know if I need to get a stack. I might just get a combo. I like the whole idea of the combo better than having cabinet. The stack thing just sounds like overkill. I'm never going to play in a band, but I want something that's loud. And if I want to cut loose, I want to break some windows. Mm-hmm. Just experience the tube thing and all that. Just use maybe a couple of. One thing I wonder about, you guys were talking about, Brian was talking about Marshalls last night, and I think the one problem with Marshalls is they don't have effects loops. So you have to put effects straight into the front of the amp. I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
Then Brian's asking, I don't know anything about amps. Ryan, I have a Boss Katana 100 that I'm using it as a desk right now or a table. I took the handle off. And
Ryan, go ahead.
I mean, it's a fine. When I was using USB audio interface, and Boss has nice software for it, which gives you even more opportunities to do tweak your sound. But then I got the Helix. I haven't been using that, and
did you get the Yamaha first or the Katana first?
I think I got the Katana first. Yeah, I think I got the Katana.
You had the Katana. Why did you buy the Yamaha?
Well, because I had that $100 coupon from Guitar Center.
Oh, just had to get something.
Yeah, I had to get something.
I'm like that. I'm like that sometimes.
I'm not sorry I did. I mean, to me, it's worth $300.
I like that
for a
thing
practice
for $300. Rick Hefner, I'm low tech pedal board and such. Yeah, it's budget related. If I could try the best gear, I'd have it all. Yeah, I understand that, Rick. So anyway, Ryan from the Midwest, the people that have Friedmans love them, and a lot of the people that I know hack. Somebody else has a Friedman. Who else had? Brian S. Did you get a Friedman? Yeah, Brian S. has a Friedman run. I think. Yeah, they all love them, and they've had Marshalls. Most of them have had one type of Marshall or another, and they love the Friedman. It's just you're paying. I think you're paying too much. I think I appreciate it. It's a small operation. It's one guy, but unless you're playing and gigging in bands, well, maybe Brian. I don't know. Do you play in a band occasionally or play? I don't. I'd buy a used Marshall. I'd go with Dave's Guitar Channel. He's buy a used one. I don't think there's much of a market for used Friedmans. So I think people buy the Friedmans. They keep them. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about the Friedman. Have you, Mitch?
No, not at all.
I think I need the Dirty Shirley combi. Any of those hand-wired Marshalls is just as expensive. Really? Well, I don't know if I'm going to get a hand-wired Marshall, but there's got to be some kind of Marshall with tubes. I'll get something. Who knows? One day I'll go to Chuck Levin's and play all their amps, but I got to have somebody with me like Jesse's Guitars so I can play, but I want somebody that can really play so I can hear what it has the potential to sound like. Not that I'm going to sound like them, but I'm reading some of the chat here. It's good to see you tonight, Doc. Doc's busy in the chats always. He's always stirring stuff up. Ragging on Mitch's THR10X or whatever. I'll get it down by the end of the night and then probably forget. Zach Thon, Fender amps are good amps, I'm sure, but they're so clean. It's not my I'm a lot. I like dirt and effects, but don't know that I've heard of Landry. Oh, don't know that. I've never heard of Landry amps. You ever heard of Landry amps?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Is it USA company?
I don't know.
What the hell is a Mezza Barba? Boy, we're talking gear tonight, folks.
Oh, here, Don. We were talking about the new the artist presets you get in that one update.
Yeah.
So I want to name a few, and some of them are Pete Thorne has one. Rhett Shaw, if you follow him on here on YouTube, and
good player. I know he's a good player.
Rabeh Massad from Chapman's
from
guitar.
Isn't he
Anderson got mixed up. Yeah, actually, he's got like 3 or 4 of them. I like it. And some of them, a lot of them they're okay, but a few of them sound pretty good.
Heck, I'm not going to afford it. When I do it, I'm not going affordable. I'm going whole hog. But yeah, the DSLs, now the DSLs are solid state, right? The Marshall DSLs?
I don't know.
And Janice, I've never heard anything bad about a Roland Micro, any kind of Roland Cube.
Quentin James is in a house. Hey, look, it's Quentin James.
Quentin effing James. Diesel VH4 drops SM58. I don't know. SM58's a mic. That's a mic, right? SM58 or is that a tube? I get all these things mixed up. I know nothing about nothing, folks, honestly. Yeah, Quentin, send Doc one for him to test. Yeah, Janice, you sound good on those. The Roland Cube, let me tell you, It broke my heart taking stuff to the dump. I threw something away at the dump that just breaks my heart that I did. I probably could have got it fixed, but it was I got it like in the late 80s, the Roland GP16, and it was the first multi-effect processor. It was like a rack mount processor, and I bought my wife got me the foot pedal with it, which it was cool. But one night I was drunk and I jamming, and I moved and I pulled it off of where it was. It fell and the on-off switch broke. But what was cool about it was the first one where you could change the order of your effects, kind of like this is 1988 now, not so this is before Helix and Kemper, all that. So you could take your reverb and put it before the delay, or the delay after the reverb, or you could take the chorus and put it at the beginning of the it had good decent overdrives. It didn't have any like amp models that it just had different levels of overdrive distortion. But Roland's good. Roland is Boss, so I think all Boss sounds, all the Boss stuff to me is good. I don't know about some of those metal things.
Yamaha owns them, the THR10X and the Line 6.
I'm learning Yamaha owns everybody.
Yeah. It's I can't find it. Hell with it.
All right, Don. Quentin takes donations on Mondays and Tuesdays. Here's my address. Okay. I'm not the Doc is the one. Doc, you need the Doc. Doc will donate to you, and then you send him the Google mic drop. Oh, okay, got you. All right. I don't. You guys are. I, for one, use my guitar and one for your microphone. Okay. You have two channels in that Roland Cube, or you have two Roland Cubes? Janice, I'm mixed up. But anyway, so is everybody doing good?
Let me check. Except for my shin, I'm doing fine.
Well, you ordered 25. That's pretty high. I consider that good. Bring up the chat back. So the I've heard about the DSL20 head. I don't want to get ahead. I think I'm going to get a combo if I do it, but I will do it. I don't know if I'll buy a new one but I want to go down to, I'll go to Chuck Levin's, because I don't think there's any, well, there's a couple music stores down in Ocean City, but I doubt they have much, but I'll go find out. I want to move down there so bad. I can't fathom being 4 miles from the beach, man.
No.
Yeah. Midnight, I'll drive down there. Just take a chair up, watch the moon reflect off the ocean, the waves crash. Oh my God. The only thing it would be missing would be a 6-pack of beer, but I'm not going to, drive home after drinking a 6-pack of beer on the beach. That might not be a good idea, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, Janice, you got 2 Roland Cubes. Very cool. That's a cool setup. Cheers, yeah. Well, here's cheers with my iced tea. Try to have dinner after the show. Maybe I'll have a small Jameson. Maybe. What else you got, Mitch?
Actually, I was going to play this video. I couldn't find it, so I had to find it from somewhere else. And
let me play it. It's some entertainment for these folks, because I'm running my mouth too much.
I gotta find. All right, let's see if I can play this since we had this. Somebody came in the chat. Let's see if I can find it. New Line 6.
Rick Hefner says he's 1,500 miles from the beach. Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, it's Quit Chase. Let's call that. Quit Chase, quit Chase, quit Chase, quit Chase, quit Chase. Hey, it's Quit Chase. Let's call that. It's Quit Chase. It's Quit Chase.
Okay, since everybody wants to know, we'll see what my analyst.
I had to get that while he came.
Very good. Quentin, do you remember years ago watching the baseball games, World Series or anything? You had the rainbow head guy behind home plate. Guy had a big bush, and he had his hair dyed all the different. Remember, he'd always be there. no matter what sporting event, this guy was there. If it was a golf
Yeah.
tournament, you'd see the guy. You know, this guy, he called him Rainbow Head, I think was his nickname or whatever, but everybody called him. Quentin James is the Rainbow Head of YouTube because the guy is every big stream. They know him. Henning, Pauly, you know, I can't, you know, when you try to think of names, you can't think of them. But
No.
even
when I know him,
who's the guy you bought the lessons from? Robert Baker.
Yeah.
I think Robert's mentioned because you know he'll do. Everybody knows Quentin and Emmett, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Emmett or is that
Well,
the old?
now it's Todd.
No,
and,
Emmett was. Oh,
Emmett,
he's got a new one.
I mean, Todd and Emmett.
Todd, no, yeah.
Sylvester was the old.
Sylvester was God rest in peace, Sylvester. He was a cool dude.
Well, he could be flying somewhere.
He'll be alive. I don't know. He probably got. Well, we won't get into that. I was just a joke.
Black Jackson had
It
nightmares
was okay.
now.
Okay. Yeah, I know it was just a joke. I understand that.
24. Pretty good.
Yeah, we're holding the mid-20s.
Thank you.
There is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow head.
Rainbow Head.
Oh, rainbow.
It's a joke. Yeah, it makes sense.
Another joke.
I mentioned this the other day, but we watched something on Netflix. I mean, if you're a James Bond fan, of course, you know, who's your favorite James Bond? Sean Connery, of course, right? But George Lazenby played in one James Bond, right, movie. There's a documentary on, not Netflix, it's on Hulu. It's called Becoming Bond. So they're interviewing George Lazenby. He played in Your Majesty's Secret Service.
Right.
Something that, whatever it was. And he was a nobody. He was a model, but he was not an actor and everything. And he bullshitted his way in there, right? And but they loved him, and they offered him like 6 more movies. He turned it all down. He didn't like being controlled by Hollywood, whatever. But it was so good, so funny. So they're interviewing him. You know, it was done like a couple years ago, 2017. But they had actors playing the parts, you know, when he was younger and stuff like that. And it was funny. It's good, and it was good. I mean, if you get a chance to watch it on Hulu, Becoming Bond.
Really Bond. All right.
Yeah, he's from Australia, but it was really done well, and it's funny guy. I mean, good guy.
Andy Dion's joined the chat.
Hey,
Andy, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming out, joining us for. We've been about an hour of. Well, we were actually talking some gear tonight.
Yeah, and then I did that.
So did anybody answer my question? Is the DSL solid state or they have tubes?
This DSL is the same for digital.
I asked
signal.
DSL or tube. Ryan answered it. Okay, they are tube. Okay, there's an answer. Somebody answered.
I thought they were tube.
You know, I ask. I'm such a dumb shit. I ask questions, then I forget to go back to the chat and see if somebody answered the question. So Ryan answered, and I'm sure somebody else did. All right, now everybody's answering it. Okay, DSL's too. So maybe I'll check out a DSL. It doesn't matter. I just want something that's big and bad and loud. And
I wasn't a Roger Moore fan at all, really.
Now, see, here's the thing. The guy, some of the later ones didn't really weren't as impressed, but to me, they're all, once you watch it, he's still James Bond. I thought Roger Moore was excellent as James Bond.
To me, actually, Daniel Craig and Sean Connery are the two best. Man, it's subjective. Yeah.
I don't know. The one got a little weird. He went rogue because he got mad.
I think
one of his buddies got killed. James Bond's buddy got killed, and he was going after he was going to, get revenge. And he went rogue or something. I can't keep track. There's so many of them.
Goldfinger was really good. I like Goldfinger, and
as a kid,
I was a kid. I used to walk like 5 miles to the movie theater to watch this when I was
a kid at the movie theater. They had a double header, Dr. No and Goldfinger. So that was cool. Mm-hmm. I think we left, went outside, went next door to the Kresge's and got another bag of popcorn. Because it was, you know what?
You know where I had to go. Do you remember where the Crest movie theater was? It was on Was it Reisterstown Road or York Road?
Reisterstown Road.
Reisterstown Road.
I think.
And like Reisterstown and Rogers Avenue. And that was like 5 miles from my, and I'm like 9 years old, 8 years old, walking.
You walked 5 miles to go see a movie?
Whatever it was. I lived on Gwinnett, around near Gwinnett. I mean, well, everybody, you walked a lot when you were a kid. No one said anything.
Well, we
Things
walked from Cockeysville to Towson. Remember when I don't know if you remember Towson Plaza was a two-story strip mall.
Okay.
You know, it had downstairs and it had an upstairs, but it was all outdoors. Kind of cool.
Right. Like
elevator.
you remember Mondawmin Mall, right?
Yeah, but I didn't go to Mondawmin. The only time I ever went to Mondawmin Mall was for MBA.
Right.
I never actually went inside that mall.
Right. When I was a kid.
Hey, there's Ruffalo 09.
25. Thanks, guys.
All right. Yeah, you guys rock and roll. 25 watching this.
That's good.
Two goofballs. How to fix the noisy switching in the DSL.
Actually, Brian S. was mentioning what, to me, which is, well, according to Brian, he was saying that his McCarty PRS, I forgot the exact model number, it's very similar to a
594, I think.
Gibson 594, very similar to the SG, and even better. But I can't. No one has any. I don't think anybody has any either of the 61.
I'll say this. I don't have too many pet peeves about any equipment companies except for Paul Smith. I'll buy a used one, but I would never buy a new guitar from that guy, because the guy said, look, they all advertise tone wood in their things, but Paul Reed Smith goes out of his way.
The thing is, to me, he's a homer. That's why I'm probably like him somewhat.
Well, he's he's a Marylander. It's cool, and he builds excellent guitar. I mean, I have one, and even though I don't like the pickups, I love the guitar. I mean, but I'm getting rid of it.
My the one I have is nice. The pickups could be improved, but other than that, it plays really good. It didn't play good out of the box. I think I had to. I did get it set up. It wasn't bad, but every guitar I ever got, I had to get set up, and I just even after setting up having my Les Paul set up, I done mess with it. To me, I messed with the truss rod about a couple months ago. To me, it had too much, the strings were too high and too much relief in it. And I went the other way to make it, instead of going forward, I went the other way just a little bit, and it helped. And I even lowered the action, and it plays really good now, except for, I think I had it low, then I was getting echo on my pickups. I lowered my pickups, I just did it by ear.
Good
I just did everything by ear, and it's fine. Didn't check any intonation. Everything's playing fine down there.
It's funny. I've had a couple things pop up. That guy, Tamahutu guitar or whatever, the guy, the Berkeley teacher, Asian guy. He's really good. He did a thing on pickup height and something that I watched. That once you watch one video on something, then you get they suggest other things.
Is he a Berkeley guy?
Oh yeah. He taught John Mayer. He taught John Mayer at Berkeley.
Right. I saw he did a video with Music Is When. What's his name? Can't think of his name.
What is his name?
Tyler Larson or something.
There you go. Yeah. Right. I knew that.
Tommy Fitzgerald.
Tomo Fee. Thanks, Andy.
Fitzgerald,
that guy, let me tell you something. If you want to learn theory and stuff like that, just minimal thing, he does something really cool. He does like 3 levels of like a progression or a song or something, and he'll show you the basic way to play it, and then he'll show you the kind of cooler way to play it, and then he'll show you the really cool way to, but you got to know all the theory. And
Mike as himself is in here. Hi, Mike. Mike as himself.
Hey, Mike as himself. Do we know you? Are you somebody new, or are you somebody that just changed your name? Not a PRS fan. Hate the headstocks, tuners, pickups. Could never make it work. Wow.
A lot of people don't like.
I like his headstocks. You have to get Mike as himself and Doc in the same room together. Doc can tell you some stories about Paul Reed Smith's headstocks, Mike.
Oh, here.
But we're not getting into that tonight. You want to get into it in the chat? Fire away. I'm good like that. Hugh, you don't like the necks? Oh, I'll tell you what. I love the neck on that Torero. Maybe I'll do another video on the Torero. I listened to one that I did, and actually didn't sound that bad. with the EMGs, you know, I just got to put it. I probably have to put a new 9-volt battery in the thing because it's been sitting there for 5 months since I, you know. You don't have any EMG, do you? You don't have any.
No, I
active
played.
pickups,
No, but some of Frank's that I reviewed, Frank C's, he had him in at least one.
Which
or
one?
Two of them. I forgot which
Which
one.
one?
I can't remember. I did like 7 or 8 of his guitar. I think
I know
did all
you
his
did.
guitar.
I don't remember that.
I can't remember
you
which
doing
one. No,
EMGs.
one of them was active, and I couldn't remember what it was. And it might have been, I don't know, was it Kramer? Oh,
Mike
you know what
Ass
I had?
himself.
No,
That's a badass avatar. I like that. Simple, but
just,
very cool.
he had the one with the Sustainiac. So that had to have active pickups in it. I guess it was the Schecter, or I forget which one he had. I have to look on my videos.
Oh, okay.
So Sustainiac, you have to have, it's got to be active.
Sustainiac's active?
Yeah, it's got to be because it puts all
right.
these effects,
Yeah,
these
right,
weird sounds
right.
on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's stupid me. Stupid me. I saw. Oh, Dan of New Jersey. Are you like are you a Fender guy? He says the pickups sound too nasal sounding for you. I don't know, man.
Well,
Carlos Santana doesn't sound nasally.
see, I'm only familiar with mine's an SE, and to me they sound like they die at the end, or I don't know. See, I don't know the term if it's muddy or whatever, but to me they just don't sound right. I can get them to sound good, but it seems like they tail off at the end. I don't know. I don't
Really?
know. Really, I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not explaining it right, but there's something
I think I
don't
know
like
what you're
about
talking
it.
about. I think.
But
I know
other
what
than
you're
that,
talking about.
I mean, the guitar, it's the action's really good on it, and it's easy to play. I like 24 frets.
I'll tell you what, I Fender and Gibson, Dan, cool. Okay, cool. I'll tell you what, I am having a hard time with my Telecaster getting. I think I need to take my Telecaster as my downstairs guitar when I'm noodling and seeing if I like this backing track, because that neck is. I guess it's, what do you call that, compound radius? Is that when it's rounded off?
Yeah,
it's different.
Or
I
mean, it'll change. It'll change from the top to the bottom. Is that what?
It feels like it's like.
I forgot which is.
It feels like it's curved.
It is.
Whereas,
it is. Yeah.
Like my Strat, I have the Strat downstairs.
They are. I mean, my even our Les Paul's like that too. Believe it or not.
I have trouble with this basket. And I
It's
love
supposed to be
because it's just. Have I showed you guys how badass is that bad? That's bad.
Yeah, it is
I like blue.
badass.
Now probably the red one looks better. The red and black.
Is that like gold? Is that gold hardware one?
Oh yeah, it's all gold.
Oh, don't you just love gold hardware?
I love hardware. Just like Hack. Guitar Hack loves his gold hardware. Not.
It looks good to me.
But I have a hard time, and I gave this to Jesse. He lowered the action for me, set it up nice.
Right.
Okay, because I couldn't get Bills to do it. Bill did a shitty job where I got it, but they did a good job. They did me good on getting this guitar. With basically for a small deposit, they went ahead and got it in. I bought it. It just, but it taking some getting used to. The neck is different, but it feels good, and it looks. I love. I've never had a maple neck. It's very cool.
I got 3 of them with maple necks.
Yeah, you have a lot of maple necks. But it's just, it feels so much different. I can go so much faster on the Les Paul and my Epiphone. But I'll get into it. Thanks, Brian. Guitar Hack, no comment. Come on, Hack. I'm waiting for a new guitar day on the Guitar Hack channel where he has a guitar with gold hardware. I know it's going to happen one day. I know it might be 5 years from now, but
he'd have to do a 360. I don't think it's going to happen.
A compound radio starts more curved and flattens out as you go toward the pickups.
Right.
Flatten out? Maybe that's what it is. I'll tell you what, I have trouble bending notes to pitch on this thing.
I like a flatter neck, especially on my.
So you think it gets flatter?
Yeah, yes, a lot of them do that.
I don't know.
Now, there's some guitars.
It just feels like the.
I think the higher number.
You know what it is? It isn't the neck so much. It's the frets. The frets to me seem like they're bowed a little bit. Not bowed,
that would be part of it too. Yeah, they'd be happy. Now
everything else
the higher the number, higher the number, the flatter the fretboard, right?
Wouldn't he be in the same place if he did a 360? Gold is Hack's kryptonite. No gold ever. All right, Hack. I don't know. You might wake up one day and say, you know what? I really want gold hardware.
My favorite show, Gold Rush, on the
Gold
Discovery
Rush.
Channel. We've
On
been
the
watching it
Discovery
for
Channel?
10 or 11 years. Well,
All
how
right.
long it's ever been on. Very good.
I'm telling you,
Very
it's
good
so bad on. I can't watch. I watch now. I did watch a show last night with my wife, and it was NCIS, the Naval
I never watched that.
Crime,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, CBS
Oh
show.
my God, the
I think it's the
commercial
last year.
breaks.
It's
The
it's the last
commercial
year.
breaks are so long on network TV. I'm used to watching, stuff without commercials. But I've been watching I'll just flip through the dial until I find something. But I watched this one thing. It was really cool. It was about
29 in here, Don.
get at it. We're
Thanks,
gonna hit
guys.
30 again. All right, you guys
29.
rock. God bless all of you. I'd give you all a prize if I had something to give you, but I really don't have anything. But anyway, I watched the World War these big helicopters that transported stuff. Oh my God, it was very interesting. But that had commercials. They were long commercials.
I mean, we record a lot, so we can fast forward it. So.
Oh, nice. I got a bug in my iced tea. That's just what I want. It's summertime. It's getting warm. It was 80-some degrees. How was the weather everywhere? Man, it was beautiful.
I
it
told
was
my
hot
wife
today.
She turned the air on, but it actually cooled down though. It's nice out there now. But I had to have the air on, especially if I'm here. I got the door closed, and I got 4 lights going on, 2 shining on me, and those 2 behind me shining on the green screen behind me. It can, and then I gotta if I have 3 computers on here, but I only got 1 going on now. But sometimes I could have all 3. It can get very toasty in here. Toasty.
Right. Well,
toasty,
look, you got 6 cameras. I'm expecting in the weeks to come, you're going to have cameras.
Metalhead Hippie.
Hey, Metalhead
Hippie.
Hippie. Jeff, what's happening, dude? Now, what's tonight? So Jeff is on at what? 10 o'clock tonight?
10 o'clock, I believe.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, don't forget.
Check him out. Johnny Bean started about 10 minutes ago. If you want to get tired here, go see Johnny. Hack's on tomorrow night. I forget what's Hack got going on tomorrow.
Spalding.
Brian Spalding.
Was it Brian Spalding? What's his name?
I think so. Yeah, right. That's this week. Yeah, Brian Spalding,
tomorrow.
right?
I hope I don't forget, man.
I'll watch that show. I'll watch that.
I'm
That'll be a good.
Set the reminder now because
I haven't. I'm not.
Sometimes I doze off and
into the rating the albums and all, talking about that. But hey, I watch the replay some of them, but I will watch the live Brian because Brian's a good player. Everybody in here is a good player. Everybody do some content. Though I'm way behind on catching up with. Brian's. All right, thanks, Hack. I'm way behind catching up. I try to watch some, in the morning I'm on, and I'll go down and watch the YouTube notifications that I got and then try to, but I'm back up where I'm too many people.
I want to comment on people and I don't get a chance. I just don't, I'm going to, but I might look at their stuff and I'll put a like on there, but I need to do more
give them a
comments.
thumbs and, sometimes.
Thumbs up. I'll do that.
I like, I like my fan mail on my videos. I like to give people fan mail on their videos as much as I can. Sometimes I forget. And then sometimes I'll forget about somebody and I'll watch 2 or 3 of them. I'll comment on 1 or 2 of them and just, give them a thumb on the other stuff.
Right.
So, anyway.
It's kind of late. We never did an audio check.
Yeah, how we sounding, guys?
Too late for that.
How are the levels? Can we get some ones? We never did that.
Oh my.
5 by 5. Okay, cool.
Only Janice can watch everything. Or is that Janet? Is he talking?
Janice. No, talking about Janice. Well, Janice,
what did your wife say?
Janice got me. I told Janice is in all the chats. She goes, if you see me in all the chats, that means that you're in all the chats too. So there you go. That's, it was a good comeback. She put me in my place. Something about ladies with J's, they can do that.
I try to get my wife to come on, and she won't. I can't. I wanted to do another Alibaba reaction.
Alibaba.
Only if she does. Hey, we could do one together.
They've kind of died out, or I'm not getting any notifications about them. But
it
seems like everybody does one. You get over 10,000 views. That's kind of cool. I really should do one, but I wouldn't know what to do.
We could do it together. I mean, we could do it together.
Absolutely, Doc. Busted. It's like, hey, there's Jesse's
Hey,
guitar.
Jesse.
Hey, Jesse. Jesse, I still haven't bought those pickups yet, but I'm trying not to buy anything until we get this goddamn house thing resolved, which doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon. We're down, any of you latecomers, I'm down to about 50-50 of getting this house because there might be too many issues with it. That if the seller doesn't want to, I don't want to buy a house where I got to spend 10 grand to.
What's the reason why? Why is he selling it? The guy that owns it for a reason.
It's their second house. They have two. Well, that might be part of it. Maybe they want another place, but they're making for what they paid for it. It was built in '79. They've had it for about 10 years. I mean, they're making out like bandits. I mean, let me tell you something. The stretch for a lot of you folks, I know everybody's all over the place and not even in the United States. Some of you, like you, in Scotland, but where Maryland and Delaware connect, right on the east, on the Atlantic Ocean. Well, no, the Atlantic Ocean, dude. I'm talking about Route 1, Ocean Highway. It starts out Fenwick Island, and then it goes all the way to Lewis, and it's about, I'm going to say, 30 miles worth of travel on this main road, and there's different beaches. There's very, very for the price range that we're in, very little. They're sold in it, like the house that we made an offer and they accepted our offer. It was only offered to the public for 2 days, and it was sold. I mean, it went officially on Zillow on Saturday. There was an offer on Sunday. Me and my wife went on Monday, made a better offer, and they accepted it. But we did the inspection last Friday, and they've got to, it's there. I mean, they had to know about it. Hey, I'm not. We've talked enough about the goddamn house. Now I'm ready to go down and fix a Jameson. I'm getting fired up.
We've been in my house since Friday.
You've had no problem
since Saturday. We've been in here. We've been in here a year since Friday. You see, we signed the paperwork on Friday, or a year ago Friday, and we moved. We moved into the next day.
That's crazy.
Saturday.
It seems. I was thinking it was like last August when you finally moved in.
No, we've been here.
Isn't that crazy?
So I've been,
That's
and
cool.
I lost my job in July, so I've been 9 months out of work.
Right. So the only problem you've had was the new toilets you had installed, right?
Yeah,
So you haven't had any problems.
They worked. The old ones worked fine, except they're just real short. I don't like the short.
But that house was in really good shape. You did good with that house.
I'm thinking the only stuff like they came back on the inspection was like really minor stuff, and they fixed it. They had a dish on the roof. I didn't want that because they have cable. They got rid of that, and one of the windows in the kitchen. It's like it's got a stain on it. I mean, it's from, I don't know, manufacturer. They were going to fix that, but the guy never did it. So they gave us the money. This is after we were in here for a couple months. They just gave it because it's not that big of a deal to me. It's not that big.
What happened, Mitch? You locked up. You're locked up. Oh, there you go. Okay. You locked up.
Not on my end.
3 seconds.
Not on, it was on your end.
Oh, well, maybe not on YouTube, but it did on StreamYard from what I'm seeing. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Huge is that song, like Riders in the Storm. Sorry to hear, Don. I know you had your heart set on that. Yeah, I know. Well, it's not over yet.
Yeah, don't jump to conclusions.
No, it's not a money pit, Brian. The place is like really nice. I mean, Craig's got a friggin' bar. It's got a fireplace. I can build a fence. There's no homeowners association. The neighbors aren't right on top of me. None of the houses, their houses look nothing like our house. The problem, all these, what's most available are these new, they're building neighborhoods everywhere on the east. It's incredible, but all the houses look the same. You got this little piddly lot. You got a homeowners association. A lot of them, you can't have fences. Yeah. I don't want somebody telling me I can't have if I want to paint my door psychedelic, the front door, right, I want to be able to paint my door psychedelic. Don't
That's
tell
how it
me
was.
what color my door can be. You know,
When we lived in Hampstead in the townhouses, it was we had HOA. It wasn't much, but like if I wanted to paint something, I have to get a permission. Or I had a boat back there. I wasn't even supposed to do that, but I had a boat back there. My little teeny backyard
right?
in the townhouse.
Okay.
A little John boat or a V bottom.
Back in your fisherman days.
Oh, I was thinking about it. I got into fishing just like overnight. So for
Fishing's like golf, man. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
It's a money pit. Golf's a money pit.
Well, real fishing, but wasn't that well. You
Don't
had to
keep buying new lures and stuff.
Well, it wasn't. Probably golfing could probably be a lot more though. It could be because you got to pay to golf. I didn't have to pay to fish. I mean, I had to get a permit once a year, but they weren't that much.
You want the next. Your putter stops working. You got to get a new putter. You want to. I mean, buying golf equipment's like buying guitars and shit. You buy stuff you don't need, and then you get tired of it. And the one thing about guitars is you can sell them easy and recoup a lot of your money, whereas you cannot with golf clubs.
Right.
All right. I'm trying not to ignore the chat here.
Yeah, I've been fishing.
Had to mow before the rain. Yeah. Jesse, we had the rain here earlier. You can spend Epiphone on a rod and yeah, Brian. I know. I guess it depends what kind of fishing you're doing. Whether you're doing like fly fishing or fishing off the boat in the. Quentin's got it down. Cane, pole hook, bobber, and some worms. There you go. That's all you need.
Look who's in here. I didn't know he was in here.
Hey, it's Quentin Chase. Let's call that. Quentin Chase. Hey, it's Quentin Chase. Let's call that. Hey, it's Quentin Chase.
Here comes the lion. Here comes the lion. There we go. Yeah. Leo. My buddy Leo the lion.
Hey, it's Quentin Chase. Let's call that. Hey, it's Quentin Chase. Let's call that. Okay,
Yeah, that's our, that's cool. That could be our new weekly.
Sorry,
segment.
I like doing
the
this.
The Quentin minute.
Yeah. Chad Boston.
Hey, Nelson
Chad.
Pack.
Chad is in here. Do you know who Chad Boston is?
I know Chad Boston. Wow.
He does.
Big boys. Hey,
he does
Chad,
a ton of stuff on. He's got these Helix communities on Facebook.
Chad, you were very. I really appreciate you. You've been very helpful with the Helix. I appreciate it a lot. And I bought. Let's see. Do these come off as easy as they go on? Yes. I bought I got these from you, Chad. The big ones for the back row of my Helix, so that. Yeah. I just got one row. I got to learn how to change the color. I got to go back and watch your guys' videos on how to the settings on the Helix, how you can have different colors for different buttons. Do you do that to your butt? Do you have all the same color?
I just use Helix Edit.
I want a different color.
Everything.
Because I got I don't do the snapshot thing. I just have eight different sounds.
Let me say this, Chad. I did the most recent update like yesterday, and then I didn't even know about the 30 presets that artist presets.
The artist presets from 3.
So I saw the one where you could just download the set list, and it just made it really easy to install. I just used one of the empty folders, and bang, they were there. And some of them are good. Some. But
yeah,
I do.
Anybody that has a Helix, I'm telling you, they're not overly expensive. They're not cheap, but they're very, very, very high quality. Get those little buttons for your, and they probably fit more than just a Helix, right, Chad? Or are they just for the Helix? I don't know. I saw somebody else with something that I'm pretty sure maybe he had a stomp. Maybe it was a Helix stomp I saw. But if you have a Helix stomp or the big Helix, oh man, those things are great. And they have ones that are about maybe that thick, and then they have some that are smaller. I might get the smaller ones for the front row, just because they're cool.
mine is in a picture. Oh, you can't see it because of the green screen. I mean, it would be on your right, the right of me. They're on that little table. My Helix.
And if I'm not mistaken, he makes them himself. He doesn't just. I don't think you send out and have. You make them yourself, right, Chad? Anyway, that's so cool that you came.
I think Frank C might have some. He might have got some for his.
Definitely a channel. If you're not sub to Chad Boston, man, check out his channel. He's got some very very good just for Helix and Stomp and Pod Go. Okay, all right, cool. Just Helix stuff, but I'm telling you what, they are worth every penny, and they solve a problem when you have those little switches are sometimes hard to hit, like especially if you just want to hit one instead of two, or you want to get. I have a front row and a back row. Yeah, Chad makes them. That's what I thought.
Yeah, see, it's you would. I mean, because you were standing up.
Yeah. Mine's
so
on the floor.
You did update yours. Did you hear any difference or anything? Or
no, I don't hear that much difference. It's
supposed to be some sampling rate difference or something, and I don't. I think it's, to me, I think like I'm not getting these ambient noises, no crackling or popping like I was sometimes. You know, we get a little
Mitch,
bit here.
The guys that are really good, and you know the Pete Thorns, the guy that I watched, Sedatus, Starlacci. Again, hey, I've mentioned this Sunday. There's a guy. Any of you Helix folks?
30,
if you want 30, Helix,
30 in here. Thank you, everybody.
We hit 30. You all rock. Anyway, listen. The guy's name is Steve Starlacci.
Hey, Dave.
Starlacci, I think it is. Check him out. He's got. If you go to his webpage, go to his channel and watch the thing. He's giving away a Helix Stomp. He does a lot of Helix stuff. So Helix has reached out and is working with him. Okay. And I'll tell you what, Chad's one of the few guys that you can watch his videos on how to use the Helix, and it makes sense, and you can actually do it. Some of the people, well, I'm not going to talk about the one guy.
Some people don't explain, you know.
They don't explain. They go too fast or whatever. Chad's good. Steve Starlacci is very good with the Helix.
Jason put out this video with the new updates.
Dave's Guitar Channel. Hey, Dave. How you doing, man?
He's not showing you how to do anything, but he's showing you the difference, right? Like with these settings, and people are coming back so they can hear. Like he's playing the same riff with four. I couldn't hear any difference.
I never hear different.
But this is with the new update and the old update, and
right. There's something about the what did you say it was? The
to me it seems like
quality.
I'm not getting the sample rate or something. They just
sample rate,
So amongst other things, and what else did I notice? I'm not getting like crackling and popping noises like I was. I just assumed it was from my wireless, although I wasn't using the wireless when I was playing it yesterday.
Yeah, I got to charge my wire. I've been using my wire, but I haven't done a video for a couple of weeks. Hey, Paul, if I didn't say hi earlier, Paul Lou, hey, and yeah, the axe effects, they are very cool too. I mean, all these. I don't think you can buy anything bad
31.
I
don't know what our highest is. Yeah, very good.
Cool. Dave's Guitar Channel came in. Hey, Dave. And I think if we've missed if we missed you, you know, sorry. Let's say hi to everybody.
Yeah,
Alan Robinson. I missed Alan. Hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan. You know, I was telling you I was in back of my head thinking about getting rid of the Helix, but yeah, every time I do an update, and you heard I did the thing. It sounded good tonight. I mean, what I played tonight, I thought it sounded good. Now, now I'm not going to get rid of it.
What's the new amp? What's the new amp? I thought that sounded good.
There's new stuff in there.
There's new orange amp, a new orange type amp, whatever.
I tell you,
so many different ones. That one's pretty good.
Shoot, I lost the page.
I've mentioned it before. I probably can't even figured out 10% of what the Helix can do.
Same thing.
But the point out, there's great Vanzini. Hey, Vanzini. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Vanzini. 32.
But the thing is I don't think us peons are going to hear the differences or know the differences, but these guys that have these elaborate setups, I don't know if Six String Brian's still in here, but he would probably be able to tell the difference.
Here's the thing. What's going to play a part in that? You know, Jason. The people put these patches out. You know, Jason Sedacious. I guess he sells patches or whatever. Yeah. And people complain about it. Right? I told you I downloaded one of his. It didn't sound nothing like what I was. But the thing is, you know, what kind of guitar is he using to do his patches? Is he using the same? Am I using the same? That's going to play effect. That's going to have effect on it.
Pickups are making a big difference.
Right.
Single coil, double, humbuckers. You know, that's.
So people are crying about it.
If I were to go Digidino thing, I'd buy RP360. Well, I would tell you to do this. Buy an RP1000. It's better. And it's
I
like
thought
a
about
poor
that.
man's heel. I had the RP1000. I gave it to a good friend of mine on YouTube, and it's great. But I like the Helix. It's got too much. It's got too much, and they keep
Right, right,
adding
right.
more to
That's
it.
why
I
I
haven't
thought
even
about
caught up
getting
with
rid
the
of
last
this.
update.
I thought about getting rid of it and get what Quentin has, something small, or just use my THR10X all the time.
Right.
But, oh, ouch.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, like I did with the headstock
Don't
the
hit
other
your.
day on Les Paul.
Oh yeah. Mitch relicked his. Brian relicked it. I don't 6-string Brian's still in here. Poor guy. He's showing off his new guitar on his stream
Yeah,
last
you're
night.
right, Brian. I don't have monitors or anything like that, and that's going to play effect on whatever kind of patch you make. I can tweak even some of the presets in there. I can tweak anything in there were to my liking.
Yeah, Brian got a cab. He got a Mesa cab, I think. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was talking about. It doesn't matter. It wouldn't. But yeah, I like, because some of my presets that I make for the Les Paul, when I play the Telecaster through it, sounds like shit. So yeah, there's
I'll
so
see you
much.
later, Chad.
Chad, thanks so much for coming out, man. That's very cool.
Thank you.
And check out his channel, folks. He's got a good channel, especially if you're a Helix person. He's got other content. He does a lot of good stuff.
I can twerk with the rest of them. I mean, yeah, twerk.
Tweak.
I know, but it's.
Mitch can tweak. Yeah, Mitch, you get good sounds, dude.
But I think he's talking about twerking, if you know what
3 tube choices. All right, Vanzini, Quentin. What Vanzini? Gain channels. What? The new Black Star that Phil showed has my interest.
Here you go, Brian. Go ahead.
Yeah, Black Star. I like the Black Star setting on my little tiny box mini that I use downstairs. It's got different amp type settings,
6-string Brian wants a 20-watt plexi.
Oh, Brian, right. Yeah, that's right. No stock. He was talking about that last night. I couldn't tell if you were talking about a Marshall amp or some kind of like
It is
a small pedal thing. I got mixed up on that. You guys lost me on all that. Because I don't know amps at all.
I'm getting comfortable. My legs are up on the desk. Luckily, you can't see.
Oh, hey, Dave's guitar channel. If you're still here in the chat, go to reverb.com and search SG Systems Amplifier. And that amp I asked you about one time, you and I think John was actually, I haven't seen him for a while on your channel, but it's an amp from the mid 70s. And actually Ernie Isley played it, but his had 6 speakers instead of 4. It had 4 10-inch speakers. It's SG Systems, and I forget the actual name of the manufacturer, but somebody has a real clean one. It's like $1,000 amp. If it was, you got to pick it up. I don't feel like driving to Jersey or New York, wherever it's at. But if I saw one of those on Reverb or eBay, and it was somebody within Pennsylvania, Delaware, Virginia, or Maryland,
Is that the one with the phaser, Don?
The phase shifter, yeah. It's got a thing called waveform on it, which when all it made it distorted. And back when I was in the 70s, when I was playing, distortion wasn't a priority to me. Okay. And, but the phase shifter was really cool. I've never, any of the multi effects things that I've had, and I've had several that had phase shifters, I could never get a phase shifter sound like you could get out of this amp. And I believe Ernie Isley used that, but he also used some other stuff, like Hendrix used to get those tones that he got, which are very cool tunes, like on Who's That Lady and all. But I think I saw a YouTube video, or maybe it was from Guitar Player magazines back in the day. I'm cleaning out the garage. I've got boxes of old Guitar Player magazines from the 80s, but I don't want to.
I bought a few. I bought a couple.
Oh, I subscribed to it for probably 5 years, but my wife snuck a couple boxes of it one time when I went to the dump last year, but there's just so many spiders and bugs. You know, I'm not going to go through them.
Right.
They've been sitting out in the garage for 20 years.
Yeah.
But anyway, Dave's guitar. Check that
out.
Check that amp out and see if it doesn't ring a bell when you see it. See you later, Jeff. Have a good show tonight, buddy. Everybody go see Metalhead Hippie montage tonight at 10 o'clock. Or it's Tuesday night. Tuesday night might be Originals. Or is that Sunday? I get mixed up.
I get mixed up
so many
too.
shows.
Black Star. Black Guitar. I have a little practice amp, Black Star ID Core 10. I think I can get some cool sounds out of that. See, I can use that as audio interface, but it's strange. It won't let me do anything else with it. I can't, other
Dave,
things.
here, let me see if I can find it. Maybe I can figure out how to. It's SG Systems. SG, like SG Guitar. SG Systems is what. Let me.
Jesse's got it up there.
Jesse who? He's
Jesse's
got the link?
Guitars. No, but he's got what it's called.
I just wanted S.
A 1 watt. Yeah, they got those real
systems. God damn it. And amps. Here we go. There it is. Yeah. It's a vintage 1970s CMI SG. If you just type in the search box SG Systems amp, you'll see it. And it's $1,000. Okay. I'm telling you, that's a very cool amp. It's in, where's it at? Let me see. It's in Great Neck, New York, which I'm sure is probably up by Canada. But I would buy that amp if I could see it here in Maryland and play it. It just for the nostalgia of it. I'm sure I could, for $1,000, I could buy a much better.
Nelson, I see some on the Facebook Marketplace for like sometimes $400. I have American Stratocaster Deluxe, so I'm not going.
Very cool, Nelson. All right, do a video on it, dude. What color? Mexican Strat. Very cool.
Although, this the one I have. It's got a humbucker on a bridge. So I wouldn't mind having one with 3 single coils.
All right, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. What's the name of the amp? We got that. Okay, SG Systems. Yeah. Okay, Dave, you found it. Cool. Anyway, it's a 4 10-inch speakers. Wait a minute. StreamYard, dumb shit. I'm watching. I'm on YouTube.
Don't blame StreamYards.
I know it's me. Got any crack left? Hey, equipment. Don't be making fun of me, Doc. I'll fly down there to Texas and
slap
you silly.
Dolpah, since I lost this 36 or plus pounds or whatever it is, there's not much crack left.
And this gets the line of the night. Yeah, Dave, I think I remember hearing a Maestro phase. Anyway, it really said there's like 3 different phase buttons. Yeah, I guess it affects the speed of it or whatever. And there's a color. I think there was a color knob, so you could adjust it. But it just, for somebody, I mean, back then I couldn't even probably play a pentatonic. I just played and it was pretty ugly. But man, every once in a while,
hey Dave,
if you had the right buzz and everything, that amp sounded cool. We used to jam, about 3 or 4 of us, and my buddy's brother and a buddy, they did a duo, so they were good. Me and my best friend, we sucked, but they'd let us jam, and we'd make recordings with a boombox cassette player. What are you doing?
Dave Stafford's shirt. He's in the
chat. Nice.
It fits really good now.
Hey Dave, how you doing, man?
Since I lost this weight.
There's Dave Stafford. I don't know where's Stafford. Oh, Stafford's hat in the other in the other room. I was wearing it the other day. Cool. Yeah, check out Hack's stuff. Where's Hack? How do I move? There's Guitar Hack shirt, and YT Jam Tracks has cool shirts. Dave.
You got Stafford on there. Is that Stafford
Dave
behind?
Stafford.
Yeah.
How do I go that way? Yeah, right there. Dave Stafford has very cool stuff and the best hats. Hack has nice hats, but Dave Stafford has nice hats. But I like Hack's hats. I've got one on top of Hack Guitar Producer Dummy and
I
one
can't wear hats.
on my
I got
hat
a big
rack
head.
over there.
I got a big head.
All right. That hat fine. That fits fine.
Here, can you see what this says on there?
You look very unnatural in a hat just because I've never seen you with one. I don't think I've ever seen you wear a hat.
When I fished, I used to wear it. Can you make that out what it says on there?
No, the chat can't show. No, I can't read it. Chess show.
No,
Chart.
let me turn off the green screen. Hold on.
Yeah, it's getting Check out Warm Audio Jet. They sell them at Sweetwood. It's a clone of the old Maestro without paying $800. The Tech Chat Show. Oh, okay, that's a cool. I like the hat.
So it's a guy.
Who's Tech Chat? Is that one of your buddies?
One of my internet buddies. They had a show going on for a while. It didn't last long. But when we went down to Florida, he lives in Savannah. We stopped by him, met him for the first time.
Cool.
Took him out to dinner.
Real good guy. Little cassette players on the floor, hit record, and you sound like crap no matter what. Yeah, but at least you got to listen back and see what it sounded like. That's kind of cool. Actually, yeah, Dave's Guitar Channel. I'm not buying anything effects-wise. I've got a Helix. I've got probably 5,000 options to have different. It's too much, and they keep updating and adding more. I haven't caught up with the last updates yet. It's and I always say I'm going to go up and start, build the ultimate sound, and they all sound it ends up sounding what I come up with all of them.
I'm going to give the guys a plug. So it's Tim Kelly, and he's got Tim's Computer Repair. Go watch his channel. And then Brightech 09, two guys, and their computer repair and all tech stuff. Tim does a lot of laptop repair. He's in Savannah, Georgia.
Hey, Dave's Guitar Channel. I've heard you talk about Mimi, the blonde from England that plays guitar and shows off her assets as she's playing. She only does like Mimi's Studios or Mimi's Sounds. There's another girl, and I think she's from. I think she's in the United States actually, but she looks like Latino. But she's good. She's got assets too that she shows off, but she does the same thing. That's good. God bless them. Hopefully they're monetized and making all kinds of money because I'm not really looking at the guitar they're playing while I'm listening. I'm looking at their assets. But I keep meaning to write the name down so I'll remember it, but I forget it. But she doesn't pop up as much as Mimi does. But they probably play better than I play. They don't seem to make a lot of mistakes. I don't hear any mistakes. Don't know the Mitch is. Helix is overkill for the beginner player. Absolutely. I don't know that I'm a beginner, but I'm certainly not advanced.
There you go. You got a question for you there, Don, from Dan.
What's that? Hey, old man Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, the ultimate sound is a Les Paul into a we were talking about Friedman's earlier. Friedman Golden Pearl. Never heard of that one. Into a J Rocket Monkey Man into a Friedman Pink Tack. So which is the Friedman Golden Pearl a pedal? I'm definitely not buying the guy's pedals. I got a Helix. And the Rocket Man Monkey Man. Is any of those a Friedman amp, or are they all Friedman pedals with somebody? All right. I'll have to go back and watch some of you. Hopefully you've got some of those in there, because I watch a lot of your videos, dude. Assets are down there. My eyes are up here, but your assets are down there. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one.
Sometimes it looks like it's got to be painful for him. I don't know. What do I know?
I hear you. Yeah, Quentin, I think what you have now sounds as good or better. For what you play and all. It's the Helix is really ridiculous, but it's to me it's fun. All right. Where are we at? What do we got going here?
8:42.
We're down to 24. You want to call it a night? I'm
Sure,
about out.
Sure. I can't eat anymore because I had a sandwich.
Yeah, I do. I need to go. Let me bring up the chat again. I lost it. That's kind of annoying that every time you like go check out a different window while you're on StreamYard, the pop-up chat disappears until you bring it back up. Why is that?
Well, the way I have it set up, I have our window smaller on the desktop and the other one on the right, so it won't do that.
Okay. Right, well.
But then I made it a little smaller. Yeah, when you click on something, it's going to go to your taskbar. You got to bring it back up. Excuse me.
Oh, well, Do It To Me Red. I'm not sure the official name. So like burgundy or black. Oh, cool. Well, let's see a video of it, Nelson. That's very groovy. Nelson got a good deal on a. I'll tell you what. I'm thinking of
Mexican
doing something here. I have to bounce it off my wife, but if we don't get this house at the beach, and as much as I want to drive down to Florida, I want to meet Paul Lou in person, and I want to, I just read that they opened up Vegas, and I'm like, I'm getting a cramp in my thigh. Jesus.
Thanks, Rick.
Charlie horse.
Thanks, Rick.
This is probably an omen not to do this, but they're opening up Vegas. I want to go to Vegas.
Yeah. I've been there so many times, just not recently. I mean, but mainly it's just to see my parents,
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore. I still have a brother who lives there we had nothing to do with.
That's a shame. I hate to hear it.
But oh look, Stafford's on the phone with Vegas right now. Well,
I'm on the phone with Vegas now. Where are you going to stay, Dave? Oh man, you can be talking about Vegas.
We stayed at the old
shot of amphetamine.
We stayed at the old MGM. We stayed at the I can't think of the Excalibur. We stayed there.
That's a nice place.
Yeah.
I haven't stayed there, but I've been in there many times.
Now they have a new MGM now. I think did we stay at? I don't think we might have stayed at Tropicana. I can't remember. But if I went by myself, I would stay at my parents' house.
Yeah, absolutely. The first time me and Jana went, we stayed at MGM Grand, and we had a great room.
That's what I just said. It's the first place we stayed at.
Right.
The old one, not the new. Well, it was the old one.
Well, I don't.
They built the new one now.
Did they have the amusement park in the back when you stayed there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that's the same time period. And New York was
across
finished,
the street,
but it wasn't open.
Right.
But from our room, the view was so cool at night because you had Excalibur all lit up. It's like a castle.
The whole view on the strip there is
castle.
Beautiful.
It's so cool when it's lit, especially everything at nighttime.
I think MGM is right there on the strip in Tropicana, if I remember right.
Yeah. They connect by
the road, the name of the road I'm talking about.
Tropic. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Tropicana is right next door to MGM. I think I walked over there. But anyway, but from the view, you could sit there in the room and you could look at New York out to the right, and out to the left, straight ahead almost was Excalibur, and it was just I just sit there and it's like
you're in awe.
Cool,
You're in awe.
Exactly. Yeah, and I can't sleep at night, but I can take long naps during the day.
What's that, Treasure Island? You ever get? And they have the pirate show right in front of there. And what's the fancy place with
the pirates fight?
What's the water thing?
Bellagio with the water. Yeah. Well, well, the last 2 times we went, we stayed at the Paris, which is directly across the street, and we had a view. We always had a view, so you could just sit there at the window, in the.
Oh, look who's in the chat! I'm saying somebody's saying we stayed at the Excalibur.
Margaret.
I'm getting ready to say so did my wife and I did too. Well, that is my wife. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm trying to think of all the places we stayed at in Vegas. I think
Margaret,
MGM.
Mitch told the story about banging his shin the other night.
Yeah.
That must have been a real experience for you, Margaret. God bless you.
Well, I'm saying she said
shins hurt.
a little mellow,
hurts a lot.
dramatic, and
Well,
over
I don't know.
dramatic.
It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. Rick Hefter rode the roller coaster on top of. Are you talking about the tower? What's that called?
What's the name of the tower, hon? The tall thing where they have the thing. Or I might be
Can't
thinking
think
of
of the
something
name.
else.
Come on, somebody else knows what it is. It's down at the far end. It's down by. It's actually past.
Oh, New York.
Fremont Street.
Yeah. But I'm thinking
Oh, the
of different.
roller coaster in New York.
Yeah,
New York.
yeah. I'm thinking of what's the other, the tall thing, the sphere, the stratosphere.
Stratosphere.
That's like the
There you go.
tallest. It's supposed to be the tallest thing west of the Mississippi. At least it was.
Yeah. We went up there, but we never did that.
There's that ride. It goes around. I would never do that.
I don't think they have that anymore. I think they have a free fall thing.
They used to have bungee. Yeah, they used to have bungee diving.
Yeah.
But when we went
I'm
up
not
there,
doing that either.
we
Not
just
doing
went up there and walked around. But you could feel the thing shaking when it was running.
Doc,
Hey,
you
Dave
sit there
R.
in your room and you have a view. If you get a good room, you have a good view. Yeah, I sit at the window and I look out. I'm not looking into other windows. I'm looking out at the strip.
Oh,
And-
here's a story. Did I ever tell you this? And Mark, my wife, she can verify. We're walking on a strip. You know, they had some of those junk shops. We're up on the other end, but we're walking towards the direction of downtown.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's this. We saw this lady, young lady, just talking to herself. Right. Next thing you know, she just puts up her shirt and starts just walk.
Flasher, huh?
Oh my gosh! And yeah, she was on some kind of drug. And some older couple was in front of us. The guy goes, this old guy goes, "If I was 30 years younger, I don't know what he meant by that."
She have a nice rack? Did she have a nice rack?
I don't know. I wasn't looking. I just, oh my God. I didn't want to get too hesitating. We didn't want to get up with her.
John.
She was,
Hey,
she
there's
had
DR Guitars. Hey, Dave.
Yep.
What's
Hi,
happening,
Dave.
Damn, all these people here.
Dave has some of the best sounds on his Helix.
Oh, Dave's got the Helix down.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, Chad Boston. Dave, do you have DR Guitars? Dave, do you have these things on your Helix? The little buttons. Chad Boston was in here a little while ago, which I think is very cool.
And that's where you bought them from, right?
Yeah, he makes them. Yeah, they're not cheap. But I'll tell you what, they do the job. They fit perfect, good quality.
I updated my Helix yesterday, Dave, and then they have that one with you can do the thing to get those 59 presets, whatever, and
Artist presets from 3.0.
Yeah, so I got it, and it worked out pretty good actually.
Yeah. Well, we can't ask Mitch. His wife's here, right? You're right, Banzini. I wasn't thinking. Sounds like
what I think about? I don't know. She was heavy. She was a little on the heavier side, but I mean, I was just like, I felt sorry for her.
There are Daves everywhere, Banzini. We got a lot of Daves.
Yeah, I have a son named Dave.
We got Dave Stafford. We got Dave's Guitar Channel. We got Dave DR Guitars. We have Old Man. Oh, Dan. That's close.
Old Man Dan.
He's not a Dave, but he's a Dan. He's close. Any other Daves? I can't remember.
Yeah, so they have that now by default. You don't see those artist presets. You have to do a couple different things. Well, just a couple guys made it easier where you can download the preset, the set list, and just install it on an empty folder, and you're done with it. You don't have to do. But this is the first time I ever did an update where it said to reset it, you have to hit your. I guess it's 9 and 10. The two bottom buttons in the middle. I think it's 9 and 10, 7, 8, 9 and 10. While it's off, keep them pressed in, turn it on. It'll reset it. So you'll use anything you made, but it'll put all the regular presets on there. Then you install your backup if you made the backup.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm not getting those ambient noises or those weird crackling pops like I was getting. But that might have been me, But those artist presets, like I said, it's got Pete Thorne. He's got some, at least one in there, and the guy from Anderton's, Rabbi Masad.
Yeah.
He's got like 3 or 4 of them. Some of them pretty good.
And Red Skull.
Yeah, Red Skull. I didn't. Yeah, there's some ambient sound, which you wouldn't use it for everything, but if you're trying to do some chordal things, it'll sound pretty good.
Well, I watch that guy Jonathan Cordy, who's big on Helix, and he has the coolest sounds, but I can't. I can't come up with anything. I don't understand how he gets all those crazy. He's got there's all these reverbs and delays with stuff I don't even understand. But you know, one of these days I'll get in there and the thing. Windows 3.1 is pretty cool.
Oh, I missed that. The Windows 3.1. When I went to school, we upgraded. And I guess 95 was around then, and maybe 98 when I went to. But we did in the class we had we updated from 3.1 to it was one of the network ones. Maybe it was Windows 2000. I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's what it was. But I remember we went to class. We started with like, let's say maybe 15 people in that class or 12, and it was like 3 of us were left. Everybody
right?
else dropped out. Yeah.
So is Windows going to do another goddamn update from 10 and ruin everything on my two computers?
Well, I think this is going to be ongoing. They supposedly do these 2 big updates a year, but it's still Windows 10. But they're always doing updates.
But are they going to go to Windows 11 or 12 or Windows 30?
Nah, I don't. It'll be something different. Oh, by the way, I'm talking loud. By the way, did you hear that Bill Gates and his wife are splitting up?
Yes.
I heard that.
Gossip, big gossip there.
And he's like one of the richest men.
No prenup too. That should be a party. That should be a party.
Or let's say he is going to be one of the richest persons in the world. Has been, but his wife will be quite wealthy. Yeah, 10's going to be around for a while. But I tell you, if they go to a subscription thing like a lot of these other companies, I'm going back to Linux, and I'll be fine with Linux.
Hey, Ruffalo 09, yes, Mitch leads the league in moderators on his streams. There's more blue in the chat on a Mitch Heyman stream than any other channel. I've taken notes and it's confirmed. Mitch leads the league in moderators on his in his chat room on his streams. Take it to the bank.
I think Quentin James is going to be a red coat or whatever. He's going to go to the other side. Look, I'm trying to get Bill Gates to be my sugar
daddy. Hey, whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do.
God.
All right, let's wrap it up. We've been 2 hours.
Yeah, I got to
go eat something.
I got to take the dog.
Good night, folks. Thanks. Sorry
really,
for latecomers.
We had a real good turnout tonight. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I feel like we made a comeback because we were in the teens and low 20s last week.
Yeah, we got in the 32
we had a
or something.
Last week?
No, I mean today.
No, today. Yeah. So we had a very low energy show last week. I think I was worn out for some reason.
Your mind is somewhere else. And it's not
right,
in the
it's not on. Yeah, I haven't been on. Maybe it'll come through. Maybe it won't. I don't want to lose it over a few $1,000s, but I don't want to. At the same time, I don't want
anything can be fixed.
Anything can be fixed. That's the way.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping in.
All right, Larry. Good night, everybody. Falcro.
Good night.
Oh man, you just came in. Or he's been in. I just noticed you. So hi, Falcro. Thanks for being there. Hugh. Good night.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.